SmartLess. SmartLess.
Look at this. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you in the middle of something?
Sorry. Yeah. Do you mind if I just?
No, it's okay. Finish up your email of the day.
No, just doing something really important. If I could. So if this piece of cardboard.
It's good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just,
so that is a puzzle because those are rough.
No, just pieces of cardboard.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, it's Friday. Live a little, Sean.
Yeah. So, Will, I know how you like me to get the business out of the way.
Yeah, get it out of the way, Sean. Get into it.
Okay, so what we're going to do is talk a little bit about the podcast, which is called SmartLess.
Mm-hmm.
And the hosts are Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and myself, Sean Hayes. Mm-hmm. And the conceit of the show is that one of us acts as a host every week, and the other two bring. Who cares?
I mean, honestly, I care. I love seeing you do it. I think it's so much fun. And I saw you run out of steam. Watching you run out of steam was one of my favorite things just then. You like the will to live left your body.
About 25 years ago.
I know. God bless.
So,
yeah, go ahead. I was just going to say, you're right that SmartLess is a podcast we started just to have fun. We're still having fun doing it.
Oh my God,
we've had a lot of great guests. We have so many great guests to come. I'm excited for people. I feel sometimes like I wish we could just release them all on Monday. Just all of them at once, because there's so many of them are so fun and so good.
So fun. Tell everybody where Jason is, because Jason couldn't be with us today.
Jason couldn't be with us today because they had a price reduction on almonds down at the health food store, and for him, Amanda said that he was allowed to have 6 almonds today.
That's like gold to him.
It is like gold to him. Here's the truth. What he wants to eat is, Jason, he eats a lot of almonds and he's always eating healthy stuff and he's working out. But the truth is, we have a mutual friend of ours who we go to her house and she has tons of candy out on the outside. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Jason always gravitates. He ends up having conversation on this bar where all the candy jars are. And it feels like it doesn't count if he's not at his house. So he eats like 3 pounds of candy, but in his mind, he's like, no, I eat healthy.
I had 75 almonds today.
And then he's just hammering like, hey man, those M&Ms aren't running away. You can just slow down. Hey, you know what we should do? Let's take some questions from some fans. If we have any peeps, I say fans.
Yeah, peeps.
So,
and also you can subscribe to SmartLess at Apple. Apple Podcasts.
They can read.
So Adrian, sorry. So read that then, Will, because I can't.
Sup, guys? Either of you wearing trousers? I think they stopped making trousers in 1972. I am also wearing shorts. Hang on.
I'm wearing these shorts that sometimes I pull up a little too high.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's fun for everybody. That's fun. I'm wearing shorts as well.
That's exciting. That's thrilling.
What do you think of my V-neck?
Hey, when do you? I think it's turning into a U-neck. Listen, what do you sleep in? Do you sleep in just boxers or shorts or whatever, and no t-shirt?
Just for men. I sleep in just for men. No, I sleep. I generally sleep. It's a great question.
Yeah,
I often.
You want me to go first, so you're not embarrassed?
Nothing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't need to picture that.
Yeah.
So this is Noelle.
We've had her before. She's a regular here on the show, regular fan. How do you get yourself out of a funk? Free ball. I guess free balling does get me out of a funk for sure.
Well, speaking of sleeping in the nude, I thought funk said something else at first.
How do you get out of a funk? If you're in a funk, Sean, what do you do?
I get out of a funk. You know what I do? I know this sounds corny. Even before the pandemic, I would go for walks and listen to great music. That it's a great kind of meditating thing. But yeah, that's how I would always get out of a funk. I go for a walk and put on some music that is maybe a little inspiring, and it helps every time.
What kind of music?
Like a lot of instrumental music. A lot of instrumental movie music, like movie scores and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I could see how that would work.
Yeah. What about you?
I like to sauna.
Sure. Yeah.
And I sauna, and I also like to go, and I've created this thing. I've got like a cold plunge, and I go in extreme cold water, and that's what I do. I'm dead serious. Yeah.
How can you handle that?
I keep it at like 38, 39 degrees, the cold water plunge.
Wait, how long do you go in there?
Couple minutes. So I go in. I sauna like basically every day. But if sometimes if I need more of it, I'll get in the sauna. I'll get extreme heat, and then I go and I get in the cold, and I just sort of breathe, and I find it to be I feel so much better. I feel transformed.
And how what is it supposed to do? The cold stuff.
Well, cold is so good for just all kinds of
I think you have another question. Scotty?
Okay, so I won't answer then. Okay, sure. How can you stay so funny in this unfunny times?
Well,
thank you for even suggesting that we're even getting close to being funny. We're just being idiots.
Such a long shot. Yeah.
All we did was we wanted to do was goof around with each other on a show once a week, and because we're friends, and
that was canceled. And then what?
I mean, the best part is, Sean, you can attest to this. Even when we're not doing the show, we're FaceTiming each other and just doing the same stupid shit we do.
Oh no, same bits for 20 years. So yeah, how can we be funny? I think how can you not be funny?
Yeah,
because it's enough to drive you crazy, right?
My grandfather Bill Pock used to always say, "If you didn't laugh, you'd cry," and I think that's true.
1,000%. And my friend Suzanne Martin, who's a great writer, she says she's at any time, and I'm the same way. At any time, on any day, she's right in the line of either laughing or crying every moment of every day. It's a funny thing.
Yeah. Kathleen Smith wanted to know, are you ever afraid that you won't know anything about the surprise guest? Sure.
Yeah. Next. Yeah. Are you ever afraid that you won't know anything about the surprise guest? Yes, always. Yeah. But it's so, I do have a little anxiety about that. Like, you have a guest coming on next week, and I don't know who it is. And, but when they pop up on the screen, there's a little bit of panic, like, I don't, what are you going to ask? The second the conversation starts, it always leads to something else, like just like in life.
Yeah, and even and tell me if you have the same sensation, that even when you have a guest on who's your guest, you still have that anxiety of like, I want it to be good, I want them to have a good time, I want whatever, and then it always ends up going, for me anyway, it seems to go better and in a totally different direction than I thought it would go.
Yes, which is why it's so fun. Yeah, and why it works, I think.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Lindsay Lou, have Dak Shepard on, pretty please. Well, Lindsay.
She's a big fan of the show.
She's a big fan. I don't want to embarrass you, but he was the first guest we had.
Yeah.
So just go to SmartLess at Apple Podcasts. And
very first episode.
And it's a great episode. Dax was awesome, and he did us such a solid by doing it.
So should we just
wait, hang on. Don't cut Lori Hatcher off.
Sorry.
How do I watch it on screen? You don't.
Yeah. You listen to it off screen.
It's off screen. It's just a podcast, Lori. We don't send out the tape of us, the video of us talking. Although my dad did say, he said the Kamala Harris episode was great. I watched it and I loved it.
He said that.
Yeah, and I said, thanks, Dad,
and just left it.
Well, what am I going to do? I'm not going to correct him. Sweet guy.
Yeah.
Do we have time for one more question? I think we do. Scotty, keep him coming. If we have any more, we'll take one.
Jessica says, what are your go-to funny movies? Oh, that's good. I like Tommy Boy, Tootsie. I like Galaxy Quest.
I love Tootsie. I was just talking about Tootsie and Galaxy Quest in the last week. Tootsie's a great movie. Galaxy Quest, hilarious. Rushmore to me.
Rushmore, hilarious, yeah. Well, and all the Christopher Guest movies.
Yep. What's been fun? What's been fun with my kids is going through and watching old movies that were funny and watching them again with them for the first time.
Yeah.
Watching Airplane with my kids.
Yeah.
It was so
did they laugh?
Oh my God, did they laugh?
What do you remember? Were you a fan of Trading Places as a kid?
Of course. What a great movie.
The funniest movie ever. Yeah. Eddie Murphy was hilarious.
It's so good.
Okay, so that's it. I think we're going to tease next week's episode, which is, you want to do the honors?
Oh, so next week, coming up on Monday, not even next week. I mean, it is next week, but you don't have to wait a week. In like 2.5 days less, you'll be able to listen to our guest, Will Ferrell, who is really, really great. And I think that our friend Scotty, your husband.
Well, some people still call him my roommate.
Your roommate. But also, coincidentally, your husband and my friend Scotty I think he's got a clip. So can we take a listen to the clip?
I was a member of the Columbia House Record and Tape Club, and one of the items.
Oh, you're being serious?
I'm being serious. For $1 plus postage and handling, which really comes out to about $1.89. That's where they get you.
Yeah.
I got to choose 13.
Still seething.
It was supposed to be for a penny. You got 13 albums, and it's not a penny. $1.89. Okay,
it's ridiculous.
It's the handling that's expensive.
Man, we don't work there.
It's the postage and the shipping and handling.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if you get one record a month, if you don't send it back within 14 days, you're charged for it.
Yeah. Is that how you still use Netflix?
I'm doing it the original way. Yeah, I still get the discs. I'm not streaming.
I don't blame you.
Will drives by Ted Sarandos' house and throws discs at his front door. Here's your movies.
I'm done with these, Ted.
That was a while ago. I
forgot about that.
He's so funny, man.
Gosh, he's so funny.
I love him.
Sean, why don't you tell everybody who Ted Sarandos is, real quick? Because I know you're burning.
I knew. So there's this running bit that Will and I do, which is Will just throws out names and places and things that he thinks people just assume no, because he's lives in his little Hollywood bubble. And I said, what about the listeners who don't know these people? So I have to say them, like for my sister, Tracy, who lives in Wisconsin, sometimes she's like, well, I don't know who you're talking about. And I'm guessing a lot of people don't know who you're talking about. So she's probably right. So Ted Sarandos is the head of Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
A super guy.
Super good guy. Neighbor of yours.
Neighbor of mine.
Yeah. And but it is my favorite thing to do is to bust Sean. And it's not just that. You love to explain everything. I love you.
I know. Like I just assume people are as dumb as me, but I think I win in that. But last one.
We have one from Selden Paul Short, which a lot of people have three names.
Yeah, I know. Where are those Sean Scotty lip syncs? So you can go to a thing called the Kitchen Sink on YouTube, which is kitchen and sink is SYNC. Get it? Wink, wink. And
hey, Sean,
where you find them. Yeah.
I don't get it.
Okay, so lip sync, and then we do it in the kitchen, so we call it the kitchen sink.
No.
I think that's it for today.
So wait, can I ask you one question before we go?
Yeah.
You posted those videos of yourself in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, you saw that. They're crazy.
Yeah. Was that hard to do?
The movies?
Yeah, was that a lot of
The schedules were just back to back to back to back, and I was like,
yeah. Was that really tough? And then you made the Rum Diaries in the middle, and then you married Amber Heard. Is that what happened?
Yeah, and we're in the middle of some really messy stuff right now. I'd rather not go into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That comes with the app? You go through it over. That's insane.
All of that comes with the well, you have to get it's ad free. You get that all that, but ad free, so you have to pay like $1 or $2.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a really fun episode coming up on Monday. Will Ferrell. How do people listen to the podcast if they want to, Sean?
They go to Apple Podcasts. They go to Apple Podcasts at any time you want to, and it's for free.
For free. Imagine that.
Yeah, for effing free. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess wish everybody a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
And
stay healthy.
Stay healthy and stay safe. And we'll see you Monday. And let me be the first to say bye.
Bye.
Smart. Less.